Hello, everybody. Welcome to TDC Podcast with Mike and T-Roy. What up, T?
Oh, hi, pal.
Oh, that sounds so much better.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh, my God.
My goodness.
You know what it was when the power went out? The Mac, the big Mac Pro, whatever the hell that thing is, went out. Mm-hmm. And so we weren't running through our normal processing. And so everything, all the levels were weird. So Trav got on it last night.
Thank you, nerds.
And he's like, I think you're good. And oh, my God.
Yes.
Oh, we're back home.
Yes.
We're back home.
Sounds much, much better.
Holy shit. Yeah, it was driving me nuts yesterday. Mm-hmm. I could tell immediately something was wrong. And of course, I knew it had something to do with the power.
Yeah.
But, you know, once it's back on for a couple days, we go through a weekend, I'm not thinking about it.
Forget all about it.
Forget all about it. And thank God you reset the cameras. And
Yeah.
I didn't even think about
yeah, that's above my pay grade, that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, mine too. When the nerds get deep in there.
Yeah, I can do the remedial stuff, but beyond that,
Yeah. We're rather illiterate when it comes to a lot of that stuff. So
Sure.
Thank God for nerds. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Happy
Hard Knocks
Day.
Yeah, it's Hard Knocks Day.
I wore my shirt.
Yeah, look at you theme dressing. All right, Biggie.
Drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I know. I'm very disappointed in myself.
Ironically, it was just on the top of the pile when I went to grab it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, it's actually Hard Knocks Day. So it worked out good.
Are you going to stay up for it?
I doubt it.
Hold on. I got something in my teeth.
Take your time.
God.
Professional as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I doubt it. It's a bit late for me these days. I get up pretty early.
Yeah.
But we'll see. You never know.
Yeah.
But I can just blow through it tomorrow when I get home before the show.
Yeah.
Do my homework.
There you go. Exactly. I'm excited for it. I really am. I don't know. There's the Twitter world is a buzz with new Lions fans and Dan Campbell fans.
Yeah.
You know, like they're buying in and they're really hoping this team's going to be good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of love going on for
There is. And that's
the little team that could out of Detroit.
I know. It's a weird thing, too. Like I said, I mean, I wish they'd lose every game just for the draft pick, for nothing else than the future, because this year is irrelevant. You're not going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Well,
you're not that good. And and you're building for the future.
Sure.
You got Jameson Williams on the bench for half the season, right? No point in rushing him back. Ease him in, build some more pieces, probably add to that defense, in next year's draft.
Yeah.
But I understand logistically that's not how it works.
You'd probably lose a lot of support, though, if they just sucked
Yeah.
all year. I know what you're saying. I understand that. But, we've watched this before. Teams that are irrelevant and go from 2-14 to the Super Bowl in a year or 2 years. You can do that. And so it really depends, how you draft and if you can get something out of those late round picks. If you can get those guys in the lineup and contributing, you can turn things around really quick. So I don't know. I'm just excited. I haven't been this fired up for a Lions team in a long time. So I couldn't say that 6 months ago, but
here we are.
If you're drinking the Kool-Aid. God damn it. Hey, we didn't mention it. The other day, Lord Fauci announced that he's going to be retiring.
Stepping down.
Yeah, a month after the midterms. Just kind of skate out of there. Yeah.
Yep.
Get out of there.
My time has come.
Seeing there's probably going to be a sea change come midterms. Best for me to get the fuck out of here.
Smart.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, yeah, there's going to be some committees put together. And Rand Paul weighed in yesterday and said,
man, they have had some great back and forth.
Oh, they've been awesome.
Yeah, and Rand has owned him.
Yeah, I don't understand, because if you talk
Depends
to liberals,
on who you talk to, of course.
Talk to my doctor, she thinks Fauci's owned Rand. And I'm like,
hysterical.
It's adorable. I don't know what you're watching. I mean, it seems like he just sits there and goes, you don't know what you're talking about, whatever he says,
Basically, exactly.
And Rand Paul is just like, boom,
no, but
boom,
I do,
boom.
actually. Here's fact, here's fact, here's fact, here's fact.
Yeah.
Oh, but now you want to change definitions, things like that. Okay, is that how we're playing this game?
Yeah, it is. And he knows he's protected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lord Fauci, says something as idiotic as, I am science, and anybody that questions me is questioning science. And you're like, you're supposed to question science. That's the whole point of science, dummy. What are you talking about? You don't get to be the grand overseer of science, you corrupt politician asshole. What are you talking about?
Right.
So Senator Rand Paul said Fauci's resignation will not prevent a full-throated investigation into the origins of the pandemic. And I can't wait for that.
Of course not.
I can't wait. Mm-hmm. becoming pretty clear where this came from
Yep.
and how and what little rules they were tweaking to be able to make sure they could keep doing their gain of function research. That's going to unravel.
And every time they tried to get called out on it, they just acted like they had no
What?
idea what you're talking. What? No, of course not.
Don't know what you're talking about.
No, what gain of function? Of course not.
No, can't do it. It's not even legal.
Even when in the beginning, when it first started coming out that it was from the lab in Wuhan,
Yeah.
like that's just insane. Of course, no, it came from
Right-wing
the
conspiracy
wet
theory.
market, from the bats fucking or whatever. And
Right, right.
That's where it came from.
Yeah.
Clearly not from the Wuhan lab of
the level 4
the coronavirus
lab. He will be asked to testify under oath regarding any discussions he participated in concerning the lab leak. Fauci said, I will be leaving these positions. I don't know how to do a Fauci. He's kind of got that New York.
Yeah. What is he? He's in his 80s, isn't he?
81.
81.
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah.
And he's not retiring.
Oh, of course
Another
not.
next step of his career. Dude,
Just shut it down.
Fucking shut it down.
Yeah.
You're the highest paid government official in America, and you're going to get like $350,000 a year for the rest of your life, or $500,000 a year. You've done your public service, sir. So, yeah, I really want to read that book, The Real Dr. Fauci.
Yeah.
Or The Real Anthony Fauci, that Kennedy did, the one that's got the voice issue.
Yeah.
Sounds like Katharine Hepburn when he speaks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear that book is devastating.
Right. Read it. Don't get the audiobook. Can you imagine listening to that?
No. So, yeah, Fauci emphasized that he's not retiring, just going on to the next chapter of my career, promising to use his knowledge to advance science and public health. Over the coming months, I will continue to put my full effort, passion, and commitment into my current responsibilities, as well as help prepare the Institute for Leadership Transition.
When did Fauci become Bernie?
I know, right? That's the problem. You slip it. I can't do a New York one, I guess. NIH is served by some of the most talented, corrupt, captured scientists in the world. And I have no doubt that I am leaving this work in the very capable hands of Pfizer.
No.
I tweaked the statement a little bit,
Exactly.
but I think I got it right.
That's what's right. Yeah.
See,
exactly.
well, I'll
Don't
read
forget
this
Moderna.
again.
They're in there too.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what he said and then how I tweaked it to make it more accurate. NIH is served by some of the most talented scientists in the world, and I have no doubt that I am leaving this work in very capable hands.
Uh-huh.
So I said, NIH is served by some of the most talented, corrupt, captured scientists in the world, and I have no doubt that I am leaving the work in the very capable hands of Pfizer
That sounds about right.
and Moderna.
Exactly right.
Yeah. Fauci previously reacted to Paul's threats to investigate his handling by saying, go ahead, my records are an open book. They are talking about things that are really bizarre, like crimes against democracy by shutting down the government. All I have ever done, and go back and look at everything I've ever done, was to recommend common sense, good CDC recommended
The Bernie's killing me.
public health policies that have saved millions of lives. If you want to investigate me for that, go ahead. Oh, by the way, it saved millions of lives and earned trillions for my bosses at Big Pharma.
That too.
Yeah. They're both New
You're
Yorkers.
between the lines. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm paraphrasing a little bit. I'm adding a little spice to it.
Well, exactly.
Yeah. Paul has promised that there will absolutely be consequences for the people who are flouting the law. He just wants you to listen to his authority. He has the authority. He wants people to listen and not question him. But that's sort of recipe for authoritarianism. So I greatly object to him. During a congressional hearing examining the origins of the pandemic and gain-of-function research, multiple scientists, witnesses, contradicted Fauci's claim that the NIH was never funded gain-of-function research. The contradiction was the most damning thing to come out of the hearing, according to Rand Paul. I was told directly to my face, and the quote is there from Dr. Fauci, they had never, ever funded gain-of-function research in Wuhan. All three witnesses contradict that. I think that's a big deal because the first hearing we have had where scientists who actually look at the information and as informed as he is completely disagree with him and say that research was gain-of-function and the NIH paid for it.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Problem
from everything
is-
I know, I act like I know everything, but from everything I've seen, everything I've heard, it's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
And they just wanted to get cute with some words. And
Isn't
some
that what they
terminology.
did? They
And then
redefined
and then
gain of
they
function?
Literally changed the definition of it on their website.
Right.
Tweaked it just a little so that they could skirt around that. And he goes, that's what I was talking about. You're saying this. You're saying gain of function, but I'm saying gain of function.
Right.
So, no, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
But it is. It's the definition of
But
what
it
is. You know, the old Clinton trick. But, you know, unfortunately, these if you're on the right team, there's no one that's going to come after you.
Well, I mean, everything's cyclical.
Yeah. I mean, I think the guy's an absolute piece of shit. I've been saying it for 3 years. Like, it was obvious. The first time he lied to the American public on 60 Minutes
You lose all
about
credibility.
masks, it's like, dude, but, you know, you were doing it for the greater good. Lying is never for the greater good. It's just not. You just lose credibility. He could have easily been honest with us and said, look, this is new. We don't know where this is going. We need these masks until we can get, flush with them, which might take a couple months. Please, we need to keep these for medical professionals right now so that they have access because they're on the front lines. The rest of you stay home, avoid close contact with people, and we'll get these available as soon as possible. He could have easily said that, and we would have all been like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I get it. Instead, there was just a rush to hoard them from people.
And toilet paper.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Of all of it,
Yeah.
that's the weirdest thing to me.
Well, people were terrified of taking a shit and not having paper.
I know. That still was the weirdest thing to me. That was what the run was on.
Yeah.
Not Lysol.
Yeah.
You know.
Lysol, there was a run on that
Well,
too,
I know,
but
but you know what I mean.
dude, when I was in Arizona when it first started, G was in a panic, and he ordered toilet paper from China.
Oh boy.
And this shit came, dude. There's
How'd
no
it get in here?
I don't know, but it came from China, and it was a case, and there was no tube in there.
That's right, no roll.
It was about this big. The whole roll of toilet paper was like this. It's the worst, shittiest
sandpaper.
Garbage.
Oh.
Absolute garbage. You probably paid $500 for it too. You know what I mean?
But you had toilet paper. I never ran out.
No.
I never. I don't even think I ever got dangerously low. Mm-hmm. But I did get caught up in the fucking hoarding bonanza. Like when I was going through the grocery store and there was I was just looking for pasta. And there was nothing left.
Yeah.
Well, fuck this. I better get this because this is all there is. What
Yeah.
if there's never any more pasta ever?
Right.
Ah!
Yeah.
Ended up with the whole grain shit, the shit
Yeah.
nobody fucking wants.
Yeah,
I think I
yeah.
threw it away. I don't think I ever even ate
Yeah.
it.
The vegan spaghetti.
Yeah. Oh God. Ooh.
Yeah.
The worst.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a weird time, man.
Yeah, but I got
it was
caught
weird.
up. I didn't get caught up in I got to go get this stuff. But as I was in the store walking down the bare aisles, was oh, I want to get some of this, and you're like, fuck, I have all this.
Yeah.
And it was all right, well, normally I'd just get a box, but I'm like, well, I better get
Four
all
of 'em.
these boxes just in case.
Yeah, yeah. I love seeing the images of the guys with the giant shopping cart filled bottom, top, and above their head with toilet paper.
Yeah.
It's like they cleaned out the whole aisle.
I would then I would just walk right outside and just sell it for double.
Yeah.
Just
Sit right on the corner.
Just park right on the
30
sidewalk.
bucks.
Here you
30
go.
bucks.
Oh, did you get shut out of toilet paper? That sucks.
See, I missed most of that because I was living with the warden.
Yeah.
And the warden wasn't letting anyone leave the damn house.
Yeah, that's right.
So I didn't get to see the bare. I only saw pictures of the bare aisles because I wasn't allowed to go anywhere near them. I'd have been kicked out of their house. They'd have booted me.
Could have done worse.
Yeah, and it was just funny because I'd read so much stuff and just oh, this is such bullshit. This is such bullshit.
Yeah.
The more you read about,
Well, and that was
death
just
rates
and, people's panic. That
Yeah.
wasn't even. Now going back to the Fauci thing, the 6 feet and the
it's absolutely made up draconian things.
Right.
Just made up. There was no science behind the 6 feet.
Nope.
At all.
What do you call it when you're supposed to stay away from everybody?
Social distance.
No. Like when you had to isolate yourself, but it wasn't isolate. It was the hell, there's another term for it. I can't think of what it is.
Oh,
Anyway,
I know
you had
what
to
you mean.
isolate, but yeah.
quarantine.
Quarantine. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Ding ding. Good for
Yeah.
you. Yeah, the quarantine, all that just is oh yeah, no, we don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Why? Is COVID not a thing, or we just didn't really have to do it in the first place?
Yeah, we didn't have to in the first
And I
place.
can understand it was new, and you err on the side of the caution on a lot of things, but let's be real about it. Don't come
Right.
in I am God, listen to me. You
Right.
know,
Yeah,
and
I
it's
am science.
Right.
Okay,
This
dude.
is what we know. Well, you're fucking guessing, dude. You're just throwing dart. You're just doing whatever you think.
Yeah.
What people are telling you to fucking say.
And when you realize how much of that is, it's impossible to not see the connection between big pharma, their lobbying masters in Washington, the fact that Washington leads 93% in one direction.
Yep.
I mean, you can't have an industry more captured than the health industry when you're talking about making money. And we learned a lot through this, that the healthcare system doesn't really give a shit about your health.
No.
It's got a board, and it's to make
business.
money. And so when Fauci's making these calls and the whole world is waiting on with bated breath to hear everything he has to say, and he's making decisions that clearly trickle up all the money.
Yep.
And these guys made upwards of $1 trillion, that they never would have made. Pfizer, Moderna, these companies that are doing, 95% of the advertising on all the news channels are for these damn medical companies. Yeah. And so it's like, yeah, dude, I don't believe you. I think you're doing what you're highly paid to do, and you're making decisions that are not in the public's best interest. Proof in point is Florida. Florida killed it during the pandemic.
Absolutely.
They didn't shut down shit
Right.
at all. They never shut down. They never fucking closed their schools. They never had mask mandates, and they performed better than almost any other state.
Yep. And
Which
you think
tells
about,
you just didn't need to do. You didn't need to shut everything down and destroy everything.
And the you got to think the age down there too. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the old folks' haven down
Yep.
there. You think if that's one of the comorbidities
Yep.
of COVID is old people, that they'd be just dropping like flies.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all that sunshine. Oh, it's killing it.
Yeah.
It's not cold like up here where. Excuses.
I know
excuses.
it sucks, but it's newsworthy because he's leaving. I think that the timing is, he knows that they're coming. That there's going to be a sea change in the midterms, and they're coming for him. Since no one else can ask him a question,
Nope.
no one will give him anything but Nerf toss questions.
He'll actually have to answer questions.
He's going to have to answer some questions. And I think that's fair. I mean, they've questioned every person that's ever even met Donald Trump. They've interviewed and questioned and subpoenaed and everything else. It's like, well, this affected the world. I'd like to know what the NIH's role was.
I mean, when you talk about the economy, I mean, the trickle-down effect of all of this, the lockdowns, that kind of stuff, that was, we really want to go back and figure out how necessarily that was, who made those decisions, what the driving force behind all that was. Like I said, it obviously, when it's all said and done, it's proven that it didn't make a difference.
Yeah. Yep.
So
not a bit.
No, but it
destroyed the economy.
It destroyed the economy. It destroyed small businesses.
Oh,
the most.
Yeah, and they don't care about small businesses.
You know what they were disproportionately affected.
Yeah.
The small businesses.
Yeah, you could say. And what did we lose? 50% of them or something?
Yeah.
In some areas that'll never come back.
Nope.
Yeah.
And then they just wanted to, it was a license to print money.
Yeah.
They just wanted to just give away more money. And then, holy shit.
Yeah.
Inflation? Recession? What?
Yeah.
How?
Crazy.
Weird.
Yeah. It's funny. I had to go to yesterday. I had to go to the Dr. Dickhead, the pain management guy that I've spoken so highly of. He was a fucking breath of fresh air once again. But I go in there, and of course you have to wear a mask because it's a medical
Are
facility.
they still doing that?
Yeah.
Oh my
so
God.
I purposely make it as flat, like I don't bend it around my nose. So it's just open air holes everywhere. I don't give a fuck. It's a joke.
Yep.
And so I walk in there, and all three ladies sitting at the front counter, doing whatever, dealing with customers, have chin diapers on, right? They're not even covering their fucking mouth and nose. It's just around their chin and their ears. All three of them.
Yep.
And all the ladies in the back that looks like a secretary area. They're all at computers.
Doing all the
Chin diapers.
Yeah.
I go upstairs, it's got masks mandatory signs. The fatso behind the desk that I have to check in with, no mask. And the other one's chin diapers. I'm not even exaggerating.
I wonder what happened if you just didn't wear it.
I took it off.
Yeah.
There was one guy that he looked like he belonged in ZZ Top, sitting there with his wife. Neither of them wearing masks. I'm like, I'm not even playing this stupid game. And I just took the damn thing off. And then the doctor comes in, elbow bumps me, and he's wearing a KN95. And
Oh, God.
I'm like, what? Yeah,
Okay.
fine. Whatever. I get it. If you're worried about people. But this idea that this is so scarred the American public, I can't even stress to you how much this has fucked people up. And if we're going to see this mental illness for years, years.
What do you think the next one's going to be?
Pandemic wise?
Oh, well,
or
it's just something. I mean, it doesn't have to go. We don't have to go full pandemic.
Yeah.
But
they've laid the groundwork.
for the
They've set precedent to take over everything and deny you freedoms. I feel awful for all the people, the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that lost their jobs, and now they're like, oh, yeah, by the way.
yeah, we didn't really have to do that.
No, we didn't need to do that. Sorry.
Yeah.
But fuck off. You can't have your job anyways.
Yeah.
It's just infuriating. So I hope they do get to the bottom because I think,
Yeah, the problem is there'll be no repercussions for it. They're insulated.
Right.
You can't. There'll be no.
can't touch them.
No, exactly.
But if we know the truth coming out of it, I'd be happy with. I understand that there's no
truth
way
will
to
set you free.
Yeah, to prosecute. The idea of prosecuting Fauci is laughable.
No, I don't mean
but,
necessarily criminal charges. I just mean like,
dude, they destroyed the planet almost.
yeah, I mean the people that like lost their jobs and things like that. You know what I mean? Like there should be some.
Yeah, class action.
Yeah, along those lines, but something like that. Some make good for them.
Troy, if you think about this in the most probable way,
But they would have to admit fault, and they would never, ever, ever.
but the emails don't lie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the email correspondence don't lie about the higher ups talking to each other. Like Fauci, next time you're on TV, make sure you cover for us type shit. Like tell him we didn't do this and blah blah blah. Next thing you know, he's doing a press conference and he's doing just that. Like those emails exist. Fauci's emails are out there, and it's telling a much different story than what you've heard or what we've heard. And dude, if it's as simple as funding gain-of-function research and that research leading to sloppiness in a Wuhan lab that literally destroyed the goddamn globe. I mean, how there's not people held accountable for that, I don't know what worse you could do.
That's all you can hope for.
It killed tens of millions of people and, destroyed economies across the globe.
Is the number that high? Tens of millions of people?
I think so.
Is it that high?
Is it a million here? And I'm assuming around the world in India. And, India got,
Oh, yeah. Don't you dare say it.
Yeah, they can't say it. Oh, God, the black fucking suburbs
Here they
are
go.
pulling up again. Jeez. Oh, my God, it's just so infuriating, man. I feel stupid. I know, these guys just want to pretend that we're all dumb and not capable of looking at anything, not coming to conclusions. I don't believe you, though. I don't believe you're being honest with the American public. That's the problem I have. I used to trust you.
Yeah.
You ruined that. So, maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist now. Well, whatever. You turned me into one then.
Yeah, there you
You know?
Worldwide, 6.46 million.
I was only off by 4 million.
Oh, yeah. I just.
What were you thinking the number was?
I had no idea, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. I mean, I could have really sat down and kind of put some numbers together in my head. I just haven't ever thought about it.
Actually, I said tens of millions. Didn't
Tens,
I?
which would have been multiple, yeah.
Yeah. So I was off by
Yeah.
quite a bit. But,
Yeah. I would have said less than 10 million would have been my,
Yeah.
if I was guessing on that.
So
I would
if-
say somewhere between like 6 and 7 million would have been my guess.
Yeah. So basically, what Fauci and his team of global elites did, if this is the case, they're on par with Hitler.
Yeah.
As far as body count goes.
Oh, well, listen, well, we need to thin the herd. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. No, I'm okay with it too, and so are they. That was my favorite argument the whole time was like, for all you fucking worried about, global warming and climate issues, well, the best thing you could do is eliminate a couple billion people from the planet.
Yeah.
God keeps trying to do it. You won't let him.
Give us a good old plague.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hell yeah.
Bring it.
Nope. They wanted to stop it in its tracks and destroy
Show us
the
all your
economy.
glory.
Anyway.
Moving on.
Walmart.
Yeah. What about them?
You a fan of Walmart?
No.
No?
Not really. No.
Any of those big stores like Meijer, Walmart?
I prefer Meijer to Walmart.
Really?
I guess it's just always been. I've always been a Meijer guy.
Yeah,
I've been
okay.
around more than Walmart's around me.
Yeah.
Now there's some more Walmarts around.
Not a ton around us.
No, there's still more Meijers.
Yeah. But I'm we've got Ghetto Meijer here,
It's the
which takes it down so far.
Yeah.
But
I've been, I don't let that ruin Meijer for me. That's just a
Yeah.
location.
Yeah.
I don't let that ruin it.
Yeah,
But
I shouldn't.
But most of the Walmarts I'm in are just as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple that are, not too bad, but most of the Walmarts are shit.
Well, they've been ordered to pay $4.4 million in damages to a man who sued the store, saying he was racially profiled.
Okay.
Seems like a hefty payment.
Yeah.
He was
like an admission of guilt.
Yeah, he was harassed as well by a Walmart employee at a Portland, Oregon store in 2020. Dovey Mangum.
Dovey Mangum?
Yep, Mangum.
Oh.
Mangum.
Oh, I was thinking Magnum, but no, that's a
No, it's Mangum.
Mangum.
Mangum. Dovey. What's up, lovey Mangum? How we doing? He was ordered $400,000 in non-economic damages and $4 million in punitive. Boy, that punitive is the one you
Yeah,
want.
really. It's all about the punitive.
Yeah.
No doubt. How
Yeah.
do you even calculate punitive damages?
Yeah, you just make it up.
Yeah.
The jury just goes, they can afford it.
Sure.
It's Walmart.
Yeah, but you really got to stick it to them for this.
Yeah, they can afford it, so no big deal. The punitive damages awarded by this Multnomah County jury, with the victim's lawyer saying it was the largest discrimination case in Oregon history. Walmart employee Joe Williams sounds like he took his position pretty seriously.
Is this a security guard?
Yeah, an overzealous one.
Yeah. Zimmerman of Walmart.
Yes, he's a theft prevention worker and had spied on Mangum while shopping, ordered him to leave and called police when he refused.
Okay.
So I can't tell if he's doing his job.
Well, is the guy
Or if he's
actually
being-
stealing anything?
I don't know.
And it's
Hey, he's a theft prevention worker.
yeah, but unless nothing's stolen until you walk out the door with it.
Yeah.
I can take everything that I want to buy and shove it down my pants.
Can
and then
you?
take it out and then pay for it before I walk out the door? I didn't steal a thing, did
See,
I?
I've done that sometimes where I've got something tiny that I'm buying.
Yeah.
And I go to like put it in my pocket and I'm like, no, that's not a good idea.
Give a shit. Yeah, as long as you pay for it, who gives a fuck.
Yeah. So,
I've done that and forgot.
Yeah, see?
And yeah, I mean, unintentionally, but I have. I've done that like with stuff in my hands, like I put something there and
Yeah.
forget and walk out, but not intentionally. I mean, I've stole plenty of stuff intentionally, but not usually. Those are unintentional.
What did you steal? What was your big
I mean,
thing?
though, like back in the day, like gum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like candy and stuff when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That little stuff. I don't really steal anything anymore.
Yeah. Not really.
Not really. You know.
So Mangum visited the Walmart to buy a light bulb for his refrigerator.
Okay.
The litigation is a landmark test of a recently passed state law allowing lawsuits against anyone who improperly calls law enforcement with the intent to discriminate. After Mangum arrived, he noticed store employee Williams watching him as he shopped. Williams told Mangum to leave the store, but Mangum refused, saying he'd done nothing wrong. Mangum's lawyers said Williams told Mangum he was going to call the police and tell them Mangum had threatened to smash him in the face.
Okay.
Yeah. So Williams is obviously thinking cops are going to believe the white guy over the black guy.
Of course.
You know?
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
It's a white guy, white cop, black shopper. That's what we're going with here.
Yeah. I believe so.
Mangum is an African American.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dovey Mangum. That's why he's doing the racial discrimination part.
You don't have to be black to be racially profiled.
What?
You could be Indian, and people assume you talk like this.
That's true.
It could go.
But it works so much better when you're talking about
aware.
an overzealous white guy, rent-a-cop at Walmart,
Yes.
and a black dude.
I know.
Yeah. Williams called the non-emergency police dispatch line and told the operator he had a person refusing to leave. So this guy's getting puffed up with his authority.
Yeah, right.
You know?
I told you to leave. Yeah,
Yeah.
but for no reason. So eat a whole bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And good for Mangum. If he was not stealing anything and he was actually,
yeah, he's good.
Then-
He's a good dude looking for a refrigerator light.
good for him.
Yeah. And now
Well,
he can
I
buy
mean,
a whole new fridge.
I don't know if this is $4 million worth.
Right.
But
Hey, why not? We're just throwing numbers out now. Ford's on the hook for $1.7 billion.
oh my God, that's insane. Well, not all of it. Oh yeah, they got the 1.7.
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't. Poor Pep Boys. I still can't figure
Yeah,
out
13
what the
mil or
hell
whatever
they
it was,
got
7 mil.
They got caught up in that shit.
Yeah. Who knew?
Fuck Pep Boys, dude.
There's
man.
a Pep Boys right now that's installing tires on a car, and they have to worry 4 years down the road that someone's going to call them out for it.
The life expectancy of the tire.
It's 3 to 5, wasn't it?
Yeah. Boy.
Deputies responded and refused to take action against Mangum. The lawyer said deputies made that decision based on Williams' shifting explanations for the reason he called and because of his reputation for making false reports to police.
Oh, so there's a history there.
Yeah.
This fucking guy.
See, you give someone a tiny bit of power.
Yeah.
His only power is in this Walmart.
Yep.
That's as far as his power on earth goes, it extends no further than the Walmart fucking sliding doors. It's his kingdom.
Yep.
He's going to run it how he wants. See how people are? You see what happens when you give Fauci the power he had?
Yep.
And he became Lord Fauci. He wanted to shut down everything, the whole fucking
Immediately becomes
country.
abused.
Yeah, immediately overreach and, changing stories and whatever. Same thing with Williams here. You give him a fucking Walmart badge and tell him he's, yes, sir, reporting for duty. I'm on theft patrol.
Theft prevention.
Yeah, that's my job.
Loss prevention, yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
According to Mangum's lawyers, the next day, Sheriff Sergeant Brian White and another deputy met with the director of the Walmart.
Besides, this is Oregon. Are you even allowed to stop people for shoplifting?
I don't think so.
Right? That's over there on that fucking crazy coast.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can just walk out of shit.
Yeah, Portland, Oregon. I would think they don't even charge. They just open the doors and let people
Under
walk in and take what
$1,000
they
or
want.
whatever, right? Isn't that what it was?
Yeah, just get your weekly groceries.
Yeah, go get yourself a light bulb and just walk out the door with it.
So the cops are talking to the Walmart manager and everything, and they explain that deputies had noticed a pattern of behavior in which Williams would call call police to report dangerous active situations, such as customers physically assaulting him or other employees that were not happening.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say there's got to be video everywhere of all this stuff that would be very easy to refute these claims.
This guy can't you just picture him?
Yeah.
Fucking super wannabe cop running around Walmart acting like he's got power.
Yeah.
Just harassing people, calling the police. I'm being attacked. It's an active situation.
God.
The store and Walmart corporate officials kept him on the job for several more months.
After this?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Fired him in July 2020 for mishandling $35 of Walmart property. The hell does that mean?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Mangum filed the lawsuit against Walmart for negligent retention and action against person who summons police with improper intent.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fuck that guy too.
Yeah.
And that guy's part of the problem.
Which guy? Black guy? Mangum?
No, not Mangum.
Yeah.
No,
Mangum's a victim here.
Yeah, he's a victim. And he's good for him.
Yeah.
Standing his
4.4
ground.
mil.
That's a payoff.
Yeah. He can get a new fridge.
Yes, he can.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
He could probably afford it now. He doesn't need just the light bulb.
Yep. When the light bulb goes out, fuck it, throw it away. Just get a new fridge.
Hell yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. He could absolutely do that. He's got the money now. He can get one of those smart fridges where he can watch TV on it and stuff.
Yeah. Well, he's going to get a lot less than that between taxes and his lawyer. He's going to walk away.
His
with like
lawyer's
going
going to take a third, but I don't know that he pays taxes on that. On a judgment.
Of course you could. It's income.
No, I don't think it is. Look it up. I don't think he pays taxes on that.
It's got to be. It's income. It's money that you've gotten. They tax everything. Nothing is not taxed.
I think that is not taxed.
There's no way.
So when the city pays you out, like George Floyd's family gets $6 million, there's no taxes on that.
I bet that I would
No.
tend to disagree. They
There's
have
not.
They're going to have to pay. They're going to have to. They don't take taxes out of it when they give you that money, but when you go to file your taxes, you have to account for that money. Is what I'm saying.
Well, count for it by the lawsuit I won. But I don't think you pay taxes on that, dude. I don't know. I know when a city pays out for George Floyd's family, that's tax-free.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's okay.
No big deal.
God, crime in New York City, L.A., these places, it's just unbelievable. Every day to watch these videos of these people, just animals out on the streets.
It's insane.
And these knockout videos we're seeing left and right,
Yep.
where some lunatic who should never be free
No.
just walks up behind some guy and decks him in the face.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah, we got a new one today.
Really?
What are you looking up? Anything? Were you trying to find about litigation payouts?
Yeah, I was. Oh, let's see. Here's settlement money and damages collected from a lawsuit are considered income, which means the IRS will generally tax that money. However, personal injury settlements are an exception. Most notably, car accident settlements and slip and fall settlements are non-taxable.
Okay.
So that's like you get hit by a car and you get paid out that money. Like that's different because that's for your care. But when you get $4 million because some guy called you an N-word,
Didn't even do that. Just followed him.
Still, you're going to pay the taxes on that one.
Yeah. Okay. But I don't think I'm almost 100% certain that cities that pay out these whopping, sorry we killed your family member.
Well, I get it, but they don't. I mean, it's two different things. Like,
yeah.
Again, like you're talking about, like they're not taking taxes out of it, like with your paycheck or something, because that's just different. That's prepaying your taxes,
right?
Which is just that's not even really taking taxes out. That's just saving that money for your taxes because you just do it once a year to file your taxes. But that way, the taxes have already been taken out to cover that stuff. But when you get money like that, and they give you that settlement, well, come April 15th, you file your taxes, you still have to account for that money. It's not just free money. Nothing is free money. I mean, aside from,
slip and falls,
those randoms like that.
All right. Well, we got this asshole in New York. Asshole. Video released by the New York Police Department shows a man standing in line at a register. Two men approach him from behind. Look at this shit.
Oh, I haven't put it up there yet.
Okay.
There we go. I was letting you read the story.
Yeah. Two men start to, let's say, they punch him. It's a 36-year-old guy. Go ahead and play it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just these bother me so much.
I know. Me too.
Yeah, here we go.
Jesus. I mean, this wasn't targeted? They didn't have
they didn't know each other
They didn't
at
even
all.
know the guy?
No conversation, nothing.
No, just walked up.
Now he comes back, he's like, oh, shit, he might be dead.
He might be dead. Check on him one last time. He still ain't moved.
And no one's come up to him.
Nothing. What?
She's like, oh, here's your phone landed over here.
Here's your phone. Kick it towards him a little bit. Here you go.
Security guy just walks
just
right
walking out.
Yeah.
He probably didn't even know what happened, though. He missed it.
He's like, another homeless man sleeping in the mall, whatever.
Yeah. Let's see.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Side of the head, you get that temple like that. And it's even more so than the punch. It's when these guys fall. Because halftime, when you don't see it coming, you just get knocked the fuck out. You can't prepare yourself for the fall, anything like that, and then you just smack your fucking head on the ground.
Yeah. Here's your phone, sir.
Surprised you don't see just that pool of blood starting to come out from under the head.
Right.
The blur just starts getting a little bigger and bigger.
Security looked right at him. He's like, whatever.
Look at this guy sleeping on my floor.
Yeah.
Get up.
It's so disturbing.
Go over and start kicking. Oh, and then, is this them?
Yep.
Oh, good. Let's get a good look at them ball. And
look at that pants down.
Pants,
Jesus Christ.
You fucking guy. Look at.
Yeah.
Let's just lift this up.
Let's just not pay.
Make sure we don't pay either.
Yeah, we'll just lift this
Get
up.
a good look at that license plate, though.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
Perfect. I mean,
what a pile of shit.
Fucking
human shit.
Animals.
Hillary called them super predators. I'm sorry, I don't know what else you call them.
Yeah.
They're not fit for society.
No.
I don't care what color they are. I don't care what race they are, gender they are.
That is.
You behave like that, you're not fit for society.
None. I mean,
go down to the other
one. Whatsoever. Is that this one?
Yeah. Keep going a little further.
Get to the.
This is.
I love when they get just good, clean footage of these guys.
Yeah.
Not like the people that rob banks or anything.
Right.
That's all grainy and shit.
So.
It was just like the ones there. The kids you were talking about, or the ones we watched. Did we watch that one the other day where the cab driver? It's just like 6 kids just beat the guy to death.
Oh yeah.
See that? We didn't do that. Did we?
I think we did.
Did we? But yeah, and then they have them like in all the way back to their house.
Yeah.
There's cameras everywhere. They literally track them all the way to their door. Like, okay, good luck getting away with that.
Yeah. What are you thinking? So there's a major spike in crime across the Big Apple. Crime up 36% from last year. Felony assaults up nearly 20%. You know what? You voted for these pieces of shit.
Yep.
You live with the consequences. Don't know what else to tell you. These people should not be on the streets with actual human beings.
Nope.
They don't belong there.
Keep letting them back out.
Yep. It's a revolving door.
Can we watch this one? What's this guy?
Yeah. So let me give you the story on this one. This was a week ago. We had this in the pile. We never got to it.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
But this is outside a restaurant, Bowie Van Phu.
Bowie Van Fu.
Bui space VAN space PHU.
Okay.
Bowie Van Fu.
This
55.
This is the assailant?
Yeah.
All right.
He donned a pair of gloves and punched Jesus Cortez
Oh, you don't fuck with the Jesus.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with the Jesus.
in the back of the head. Cortez immediately fell to the ground, appearing to be unconscious after banging his head on the concrete. Yeah, he's knocked the fuck out.
Yep.
He suffered a skull fracture, broken cheekbone, and bleeding to the brain. You want to see
Oh,
this
yeah.
asshole?
Yeah.
So he doesn't know him. Nothing. Just outside a restaurant. He's just like,
And are these are his boys? Like nobody does nothing?
no.
See, that's that's next level stuff. Like, I mean, like for the record, somebody did that to you, I'd still be stomping them.
Yeah.
It's that, like, there's just, dude, I don't.
Yeah. Right?
You're not walking away from that.
No.
No,
Not a care in the world.
You're not walking away from that. Period.
Yeah. He was in critical but stable condition following the altercation, since had brain surgery, and was recently taken off a ventilator. They had previously arrested Fu on suspicion of attempted murder charges, but the DA downgraded the charges to misdemeanors.
Oh, good.
How on earth can you look at that video and say this is a misdemeanor?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's just, just assault. It was just a punch.
Yeah. New York Governor Kathy Hochul has since ordered he be placed back behind bars at a parole hearing Saturday. Fu was called an imminent threat to the community. His parole officer, Nixa Rivera, spoke at the hearing. Mr. Bowie's a 55-year-old male with a persistent violent offender history. He's a registered level 3 sex offender, the highest level on the sex offender registry. Mr. Bowie continues to be an imminent threat to the community. Well, let's get him back on the streets where he belongs,
Yeah,
Steve.
as quick as possible.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's bail reform. It's not his fault he can't afford bail, so let's just knock it down so he doesn't have to worry about it.
Well, equity.
Exactly.
Hello. You know?
There's all these groups that are going back and doing these old cases, cold cases, going back with DNA and things, getting these people exonerated. Can we have somebody that's going to go back and look at these and start holding these judges and shit and these DAs accountable?
Yeah, you would
Can we
think.
start going back and reviewing these cases and these people and seeing this trend?
Yeah.
And start prosecuting these people for the negligence and the damage that they've caused?
Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it? It would be
Yeah.
great.
Governor Hochul's come out, Kathy Hochul's come out all tough, liberal douchebag herself. But I took action in my own hands. I directed the Department of Corrections and Community Supervision to immediately examine whether or not this parole violation occurred. Yes, it did. You could tell it occurred. This is a person on lifetime parole, and as of minutes ago, that person is now in custody. That is at my direction.
I can hear that in a way whinier, cuntier voice, though.
Yeah.
I took it in my own hands.
Here's the problem, Kath. If it wasn't for the fact that this guy raped a fucking underage girl 30 years ago, that put him on the lifetime parole list, okay? No expiration date. You raped someone 30 years ago, you were on lifetime parole. Without that, the fact that he raped someone 30 years ago, you wouldn't have been able to do shit, Kathy.
Yep.
They would have downgraded this to a misdemeanor. He would have walked right out of the fucking jail and been right back on the streets. So you got lucky as shit that this guy was such a piece of shit historically,
And
that he was on lifetime parole.
This one, Kathy, you're gonna do your fucking your celebration dance on this one. You're gonna take your victory lap on this one guy.
Yeah.
This happens every day in your fucking state, Kathy.
Yeah, every single day.
Every day, in
and
every
everybody
borough.
knows it. The
Yeah.
whole world's watching it.
Yes, but
You
do
keep
your
voting
victory
for
lap
him.
on this one.
Yeah. Ooh, you got your man.
Yeah.
With crystal clear footage of his face. By the way, they'd arrested him and already spit him back out on the streets.
And they had to go back and get him.
They had to go back and scoop him up again.
But
because
let's not talk
lifetime
about,
parole.
Yeah, good job. You got him, locked up. But let's not talk about the process where
Right.
the people involved in
Equity,
the process
T.
that
Equity.
let him back out on the street time and time again.
Yeah. Yeah.
The system's broken, my man.
It's so broken.
It is broken.
I just had no idea how broken it was
And it's
across the board.
It's becoming more and more broke every day.
It's infuriating for one.
terrifying.
I just thought that there were people in charge of the system, and it is what it is. The rule of law is what it is.
You know, every
we're
once in a
trying
while
to get
something
along.
slips through the cracks, a little bit here and there and there, you know, but it balances itself out.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case, man.
No.
It's definitely not now. So, well. Hey, everybody. The excitement continues at Zott Ford as more 2023 vehicles become available for custom ordering. As of today, you can custom order your Ford F-150, Ranger, Expedition, Explorer, Edge, Bronco Sport, Transit Van, and Connect. And over the next few weeks, Super Duty, Maverick, and Mach-E will also be available. Plus, when you order from our friends at Zott Ford, they're going to lock in not $500, but now $1,000 in rebates, plus 2.9% financing. As always, the best way to support the podcast is to support our sponsors. So give Gabar and the team at Zott Ford a shot and let them handle all of your automotive needs. You can still get $500 in free accessories if you take delivery by the end of this month. So you better hurry up. You can find details and see their growing inventory at dealsinthed.com. Tell them TDC sent you.
Very good. RadioFor1.com. Merch is available. Still selling it. T-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts. The Amazon link is there. Amazon Canada is there. Groupon is there. MyPillow, use promo code TDC. Gives us a little bit of kickback. We'll take it from wherever we can get it.
Every little bit
so
helps.
whether it's Zott Ford or any of our myriad sponsors, sign up and become a Patreon member. We're adding new content in there all the time. We did a really good hour the other day, I guess on Friday. Drop that in there. We do that every week. So please continue to sign up. We appreciate the help, the love. That's the best way to support us. Absolute best way.
The Beebs.
The widow of David Dorn, a retired St. Louis police captain
Okay.
who was murdered during a riot in June of 2020.
Oh, is this the one that was protecting the store there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Peaceful
Yep.
protest. Mostly fiery, but
Mostly,
peaceful
yeah.
protest. So after the death of George Floyd, the widow has ripped into Kamala Harris and George Soros for their support of soft on crime policies and Dorn.
Okay.
Right, he married a white bitch.
Well, good on you.
David, I think he married a much younger one too.
All right. Atta boy.
Yeah. All right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nope. Ann Dorn, a retired police sergeant with 20 years service, spoke of her husband David, who was murdered at the age of 77 when he investigated alarms going off.
Oh, wait. He was banging and married a subordinate? Mm-hmm. Okay. Just checking.
Yeah, I think. Regarding heard the alarm going off at a friend's pawn shop in St. Louis, saying his death resulted as local police were ordered not to do their jobs. David became a cop because when he was a little boy, he wanted to be a superhero, and he was a superhero. But in real life, superheroes, if in real life superheroes exist, so do supervillains. Those supervillains are the people like the man who killed my husband. They are people like George Soros, who use their power and influence to promote extremist politics and fan the flames of division. There are people like Vice President Kamala Harris, who raised money for the rioters, bail funds, and the CEOs of prominent companies who blindly give their support and money to this. David Dorn, who had served 38 years in the Metro Police Department in St. Louis, and then as a police chief in Moline Acres, approached Lee's pawn shop jewelry after an alarm was triggered. Stephen Cannon shot Dorn 10 times. He was later convicted of first-degree murder. So Ann goes on to say David didn't agree or support Black Lives Matter. Said he was black. He never understood Black Lives Matter because it never actually did anything to help black lives. The same year David was killed, over a dozen children were shot in St. Louis. Never once did Black Lives Matter show up. Their lives mattered. 55 businesses were looted or destroyed the night David was murdered, many of them black-owned. Their livelihoods mattered. My husband was a black man who selfishly served his community for over 40 years. His life mattered.
I assume that's selflessly.
What did I say?
Selfishly.
Oh, yeah, selflessly. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
We'll just correct that one.
Yeah, that's a good correction to have. Ultimately, David was murdered because the people who are supposed to protect our streets, active duty officers, were ordered not to do their jobs. It's clear that the anti-law enforcement sentiment that has been fueled in this country by Democrat and left-wing activist rhetoric has gone too far. Yes, there are bad cops, but addressing bad policing by ordering no police at all is no solution. It's extremist, it's dangerous, and it cost my husband his life. Soros has spent $28 million to support leftist candidates. for district attorney in cities across the nation. Harris publicly supported the Minnesota Freedom Fund during the summer riots. If you're able, she tweeted, if you're able to chip in now to the MN Freedom Fund, Minnesota Freedom Fund, to help post bail for those protesting on the ground in Minnesota. In the summer of 21, the fund bailed out George Harvard, who was being held on charges of domestic abuse. Weeks after he was released, he was charged with murder in a road rage incident. So it was good to get him back on the street.
Of course, as soon as possible.
And Dorn said, Donald Trump did call. Trump has a history of calling law enforcement and first responders' families when somebody is lost in the line of duties to offer his condolences, offer his help. That was nothing new. Dave was actually known in the community, and he worked with a lot of Democrats, and I didn't get one phone call or any condolence from any of them.
Amazing.
Amazing.
That's fucking fraudulent.
Yeah.
It's
Black Lives Matter.
Hardening.
Here's a guy who served his community for damn near 40 years, got along with everybody in the community. Some animal, savage piece of shit murders him at a fucking riot.
Yeah.
In St. Louis.
To loot.
Yeah, exactly. They wanted to go in and break into the pawn shop and loot it to light it on fire. And he was standing his ground for his buddy's shop.
Yep.
So not in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
We're not doing this.
And a black man to boot.
Yeah, and a black man to boot.
In this peaceful protest.
Are there murals in St. Louis?
For him?
For David Dorn?
Amazing.
Yeah. No, George Floyd gets murals with angel wings on it. George Floyd, who was by all accounts an absolute menace to any community he was in. Yep. Menace. His whole entire life. Pile of shit. Mm-hmm. David Dorn, his whole entire life, helping his community.
Selflessly.
Not selfishly.
It's community service.
Selflessly.
His community.
I can't read.
Yeah. And even that, is that's a voluntary thing, going down there to...
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It blows my mind. It blows my mind how fucking bizarro world this is. How we're praising the wrong people and we're villainizing the right ones.
The victims.
The victims.
Yeah. I mean, it's so sad, and it's so, just by going to help out, you would think more people would be there. You would hope society would give more. When you see that's a black guy that was knocked the fuck out in that store.
Yep.
By another black guy.
Yep.
Does that black life matter?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like any of the black people standing around were willing to do shit.
Nope.
Either to help him out. You didn't see anyone grabbing their phone to call 911 or calling for help. Anyone a doctor.
Nobody even to go to check a pulse on the guy.
No.
Roll him over.
Comfort him.
See if anything. He's okay.
Try to fucking identify the guys that just did it. Who
Could be
you
one
all
of those
saw.
where you just get knocked the fuck out and you're just snoring.
Yeah.
He's just out there.
Yeah. How weird would that be too? You're standing in line, looks like to buy something.
Whatever that was.
Whatever it was. He's standing in line to fucking pay for his prescription.
And you wake up.
You wake up at a goddamn hospital in half a coma.
What the hell just happened?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't even know. And the people there
No.
probably wouldn't even know. You'd somehow piece it together off the video.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
nobody's going to tell you. Nobody's going to, you know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
going to come. Somebody's like, I don't know. Somebody hit him. Or too many people are just like, I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I have no idea.
It's crazy.
It was muscle-bound muscle men with MAGA hats on. Bodybuilders. That's what they were.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Rednecks with a lasso and a MAGA hat.
Yeah. Some bleach. A lasso.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, close enough. Depends
Yeah.
on how you use it, I suppose.
All right. I'm going to have to do it.
Son of a...
I made it 53 minutes.
That doesn't matter how long you go.
53 minutes.
Nope. Nope.
A golfer who's been to become the first transgender woman to earn a ladies pro golf LPGA tour card sparked a little bit of outrage.
Why? Why is that?
I love it. I want her to get in there.
She's bombing 320 off from the Reds.
Yeah.
Getting to play from the Reds, no less.
Every hole is drivable.
Yeah.
Haley Davidson, just a lady, had a strong finish in the first two rounds of the first stage of the LPGA and Epson Tour qualifying school in Palm Springs this week. I'd watch. I love men's golf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Big hitter.
Many question whether Davidson's inclusion was fair. The mother of Wimbledon champ Andy Murray, tennis star, said, "Not fair at all. Protect women's sports. Listen to the facts, the scientists and the medics. This is wrong." Again, sorry, ladies. You're going to have to keep taking it in the tits for a few more years.
Yep.
While we grind through this. You know? Your sports never really mattered that much to begin with, for the most part, no offense. Mm-hmm. You know, you can't get mad at me for saying that because I said no offense.
That's right.
But you're going to have to keep taking it in the titties for a little bit longer. I'm sorry.
What was the, what's the name?
Haley Davidson?
Oh, here we go. All right. Because there was a couple. Yeah, there was a couple different ones. That's why I was.
According to the LPGA's rules.
That dude?
Yeah. I don't know if there's video.
Oh.
Him just bombing it.
Uh-huh.
According to LPGA rules, any player who shoots under 88 after all 3 rounds will earn tour status, the official qualifying tour for the LPGA, which is the Epson Tour status. Davidson shot a 70 in the first round.
Yep.
And then a 76.
Ironically, you know, you go to the videos, they're all going to be like, so brave.
Oh, yeah.
This going to be, these will all be puff pieces. You
Sorry,
know what I
these
mean?
stunning and brave.
Stunning and brave. Yeah. Okay.
Haley Davidson, just a lady poised to receive LPGA tour card.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LPGA has allowed trans athletes for over a decade as long as they have undergone hormone treatment and gender reassignment surgery, as Davidson has. So what does that mean? You put some titties in?
Yeah.
Or did we go full?
Well, you have to at least, you know, right, take the hormones. You have to get your testosterone levels in check. I don't know if they check the testosterone levels there.
Yeah,
like
but
they do
gone
with
through male
some of the other
puberty,
stuff.
so bone density and
Yeah, there's all that other shit already, yeah.
ligaments.
Right. Leading the 2 LPGA in driving statistics
Yeah.
by 42 yards.
It's not
Doesn't even have a driver.
yeah. If it's not one breaking through, it's another one. This time is Haley Davidson, truly LPGA, time to revisit and reset reset your rules and reset following those from other major sports federations. Women deserve a fair playing field. Male bodies remain male bodies with built-in advantages. This idea that because trans women have advantages, it must be unfair. That's simply not true, said Joanna Harper.
Oh, no?
Wait, hold on.
Oh.
This
Well,
idea that because trans women have advantages, it must be unfair? That's just not true. Simply not true.
Oh, well, tell me more, Miss Expert.
Yeah, Joanna Harper. She said it.
Oh.
I don't need to hear any more.
That's enough? Good enough for you?
Please speak to expert scientists on this issue who aren't trans activists, wrote Jennifer Gingrich, who describes herself as a radical feminist. Why have a separate category in golf and called ladies if anyone is allowed to self-identify into it? Instantly, it becomes a bogus lesser man extension of the PGA.
Yep. Couldn't quite get that, couldn't get your tour card. Couldn't make it through Q school on the men's side.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be disingenuous and act like this guy did this to play golf, you know, to be on the LPGA. Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
I'll give this person the benefit of the doubt since they have gone through this whole process. This isn't, you know, a Heather Swanson scenario, right? This isn't William Thomas.
Yeah.
You know, this is somebody that is probably a real trans person and has been this way for a long time, but still
No buts?
it's still not fair.
No buts.
Still not fair.
Yes, it is. Transphobe. Shut up, transphobe.
All right.
Let's see. Davidson told Golf Week about the trans issue. I guess that's what frustrates me the most. If I play bad, then people will feel justified. Oh well, she played bad and wasn't good enough. If I do anything good, it won't be because of the fact that I put my whole life into this. It would be because I'm trans. Yep. Now you get it. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Because the overwhelming advantage. You know this.
Which is why they want to
know
start this so early. Get those puberty blockers in there so we don't have this excuse anymore.
Yeah. Plus, they know there's no way, you know, you end up looking like Rick.
Yep.
You know, if you, you know, once you've gone through male puberty, there's no dialing that back.
Can't bring it back in.
No. It's like, so he goes on, excuse me, she says, I want to make sure everything I do is positive to the point that there's nothing negative people can say. I'm not standing up on the first tee saying, oh, I'm Haley, I'm the trans girl. If it comes up, it comes up. Oh, no, you don't have to say anything. We all know.
Can you play from like the whites? Can you go back a set of tees?
No, I'm a lady. I'll play from the reds. Transphobe.
Right. Just opening that door, man. Mm-hmm. And there's collateral damage. Like some of these, like I said, this person could be totally legitimate and might not be, bombing the ball farther than anybody else. Could be an average female player.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. But
Yeah.
that door is not, I shouldn't even say that. Now it's not even being creaked open. It's being kicked in.
Yeah.
So now the floodgates are open.
Well, think about it.
The gloves are off.
If you think about it, though, if we're being cynical on any level, right? You were willing to extend the benefit of the doubt, and I commend you for that.
Thank you.
It's not easy for people to do.
Yep.
It's almost becoming a rarity now, and I appreciate you doing
It's supposed
that.
to be your specialty these days.
It is. However, I know how shitty human beings are.
Yep.
And if you've done what Mrs. Davidson has done and played golf your whole life, right? You're good. You're not that good.
Right.
Right? You're way down the list of men. You're not, like, even getting a tour card and practice stuff set up and sponsorships for you not being a top men's player down in the hundreds, if not thousands.
Yeah, but this could be. I mean, you don't.
But think about it.
How long has this person been trans? I mean, what if this dude's fucking 30 years old and transitioned
29.
at, look at me, and at 18 transitioned.
No, I think he transitioned a couple of years ago.
Was it how? I don't know how long.
I don't know. I can never find these things when I want
They don't
to.
want to. They don't really want to throw those numbers around.
Right.
But let me ask you that. So if
Well, let me finish my point.
Okay,
So,
sorry.
But hold your thought. I want to hear it. If you've worked for this your whole life, and a lot of people try, and they're just not quite good enough. If you're like a human being that's like, this is all I've ever wanted to do. I'm never going to be able to compete fully as the men. But then there's this weird opportunity where sponsorship deals are on the table. It's a culturally hot topic right now where you're getting nothing but love and support. You can just throw on a skirt, take some hormone pills, and you're playing your dream out on a stage where now your national news is covering you. It never covered you before.
Right.
And so being a little cynical, you could see how there could easily be potential for a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying. The door is being kicked in, of course.
To take full advantage of this and go, just a lady.
Yep.
Out here doing what all us other ladies do.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, I can drop my testosterone a little bit. I have low testosterone. Who gives a shit? You know?
Yeah.
I'm still going to outdrive the shit out of my mom. You know?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Right. She can play every day. We still just go out and bomb.
Bomb.
Right.
Yeah. Bomb. Yeah. But and she's a good little golfer, my mom.
Absolutely.
But,
That's it. Right.
You know, she's playing from the red tees, and rightfully so. And so that's my point. While I'd like to extend the benefit of the doubt,
Right.
there's too much opportunity to make money, make a living,
Exactly.
make a name for yourself.
You can't put it back once you start. That's the thing. And
Right.
like I said, so this is where I'm really on the fence on a lot of this stuff, because obviously anybody that's in that situation is a piece of shit, right?
Yeah,
you know,
I would
but,
agree.
like I said, if this is a person that has lived their life this way, and while they are still, that if they don't have just clear advantages over these women, you know what I mean? You're not coming out, you're not just out driving everybody by 50 yards on a hole, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then, okay. But yeah, if it's somebody, if you just transitioned 2 years ago, you've been a man your whole life, and and you've been trying to get your tour card, and you've been trying to get through Q school, and you haven't quite made it, and all of a sudden now you have this, yeah, that's garbage. You know, but somebody
That's an opportunity.
but it's there, and that's what I'm saying. I see both sides of it. I really do, and I have to err on the side of sorry, bro, because we just can't let it happen, because you're not going to be able to contain it on a case by case basis.
No.
You're just not.
No.
So it's either all or none, and once that door's open, you can't shut it.
Well, Davidson here goes on to tell, I don't know if it was Golf Magazine or whatever, I've seen that it's not about protecting women's sports or me having an advantage. It's just that you don't like trans people. It's very sad that that's what it comes down to. Fuck off, man.
Yeah.
Sorry,
well,
sir.
the sad part, though, is I'm sure there's a lot of it. just because you and I are sitting here not saying it doesn't mean that there's not a ton of that out there.
Maybe.
There's a ton of just trans hate, and there's a ton of ignorance, and there's
they're bringing a lot of it on themselves, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how else to put it.
I mean, people should be able to live their life however they want.
Sure. But when it affects other people's lives, your behavior or your life affects other people's lives, and what we've seen all along, it's just growing more and more.
Yeah.
It's not going to slow down, and especially if it's rewarded. If the behavior is rewarded, and all of a sudden Visa is backing this person's LPGA tour,
Yep. Sponsors,
Nike sponsor, Visa sponsor, because they want to look woke in front of the country, and all of a sudden her entire fucking world
they'll be lining up to sponsor the trans athletes.
Exactly. And that's where it goes, oh, there wasn't just a one-off, one in a million, that fucking weird thing that happens in the world, this rare one-off. No, now half your field is filled with it. Yeah. What happens? Oh, yeah, well, we're trans women are women, so we're going to let them into the prison. 27 fucking prisoners are now in there, banging all the other girls. And it's what we would celebrate from the trans community is if you had a girl who identified as a boy, started taking testosterone, and started kicking the shit out of some guys.
Yep.
Like, dude.
Let me know when it goes that way.
When it goes that way, we're 100% on board. You get what was a woman transitioned into a boy is now dominating on the men's circuit in tennis, in golf.
See, now this is leaking into professional sports where we're talking about money too.
Right.
A lot of this has been at the amateur level and the collegiate level.
Right.
Where there's accolades, but it's not really, you're not talking about money like in the professional level. Now you're starting to take money out of somebody's pocket.
Right.
And that's not going to sit well with a lot of people either.
No.
So.
No. But does it make it freak show watchable?
What do you mean?
Well,
do you watch it just for that to see if the dick's going to pop out of the skirt on the backswing or something?
Exactly. or the Olympics, and it's like the women are so fucking horrible at skateboarding, but then there's that one 29-year-old that just wiped the mat with the 13 and 10-year-old girls and just smoked them and didn't care at all.
No.
Like, that dude wants to be in the Olympics.
Yeah.
I mean, is that watchable on a comedy? Like, we wouldn't not be able to watch that.
Yeah, I mean,
watch him go out there and just smoke these chicks and take the gold would be adorable.
Yeah,
hilarious.
Watch the girls all crying on the sideline.
Yeah, on their tiny little podium with their stupid medals.
No, as a girl dad, I'm vehemently opposed.
Vehemently. Come on, you got this. You can do it.
Vehemently, but I can't.
Yeah. Did you take a caramel?
No.
God damn it! I slept like a baby last night, T.
Oh, nice.
Well, your caramels, I don't know what it was. I think I got a bad one a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I had a bad batch.
Did you?
Yep. Something happened.
Yeah.
Bad batch.
So I was like, maybe these don't work like I thought they did. And so I hadn't taken them for a couple weeks. I took one last night,
I
literally.
threw everything out. I threw all the butter. I threw all the caramels, everything. I threw
really?
everything out. Yeah.
And just started anew?
Started all new.
Yeah. Well, I could tell the difference.
Yeah.
Because I don't try and eat it and feel anything in the moment. I take it literally as I'm laying down in bed.
Yep.
And then whatever magic it works.
Yeah, you're sleeping.
And I got to sleep, dude, and I slept until like 8 o'clock this morning.
Like magic.
Like magic. Good. It was unbelievable.
Good.
I haven't slept through the night in weeks. Weeks. It's been weeks. I get up at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. Then I finally give up.
Yeah. Trip over your hose and shit.
Trip over my hose, fucking bust my goddamn chest muscle, break my wrist, pop my knee.
Sprain your titty.
Sprain my titty. It's been awful, and I'm in so much pain. It wakes me up constantly, and it was like, holy shit, I feel so much better today. I slept.
That's good.
Yeah.
You look.
Thank you.
I can see the color in your face. You look great. Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Do you have insurance?
I do.
Yeah. Are you paying too much for it?
I am.
I know. But are you? Hey, this part of the show is brought to you by Your Insurance Expert. Are you paying too much for health insurance? Are you uninsured? Health insurance can be confusing. Nick Matthews from Your Insurance Expert is an expert in health insurance, life insurance, and Medicare supplements, so you don't have to be. Call Nick Matthews at 248-914-1173. That's 248-914-1173.
Thank you, sir.
When are they coming? Don't check that. I forgot when that got kicked down the road, too.
Wait, is that tomorrow? It might be. Shit.
Hey, Nick, give us a heads up on when you're coming in, will you?
This place is a shithole, too. Sorry. So much going on around here.
All right.
Yeah. I got to leave in a few minutes, T.
Oh, yeah. Well, hurry up.
Yeah. Diplomatic immunity. I want to go somewhere where I have diplomatic immunity.
Oh, that's a good thing to have.
Yeah. This dude.
Yeah, you can get away with murder, literally, on that stuff, can't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. It's so cool. It was under the 1961 Vienna Convention, which was ratified by 187 countries. Diplomats shall not be liable to any form of arrest or detention. The immunity has been invoked in a wide range of transgressions, from parking tickets to rape and murder. Under the law, the U.S. could still reject someone. They'll kick someone out of the country.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we don't want you here anymore with your raping and the killing and stuff.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
we're not going to arrest you. But you got to go back to your country.
How dope would that be to be like, all right, you're coming with me, pig. You're going downtown. And you're like,
Just flip out your little badge, your card, whatever.
it's better than a white privilege card.
It's, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
oh, I'm sorry. Diplomatic immunity. Fuck off. They're like, God, you again.
Yeah.
United Nations representative from Africa was busted by the NYPD for an alleged rape on Sunday, then sprung almost immediately because of his diplomatic immunity.
You got to let them go.
Yeah.
You made the rules.
Charles Dickens Oliha.
Come on.
I'm not making
on.
that. Charles Dickens. Last name Oliha. 46, works for the South Sudan Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation.
Sudan. Yeah, they're a bunch of rapers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Sudanese.
It's a little twist on the rapey thing, though.
Okay.
Got to be honest with you.
All right.
Because, well, I'll explain when I get closer to that part of the story. Yeah. I don't know how you are. I'll get your opinion.
Okay.
But yeah. He assaulted a neighbor in the apartment Sunday afternoon. The New York Post reported he was brought in for questioning by detectives from the NYPD Special Victims Unit, but released after informing the police. Look, man, I'm beyond the law.
Yeah.
Eat a bag. Eat the whole bag.
I am unarrestable.
Yeah. It's incredibly disturbing that someone who is accused of rape cannot be held accountable, no matter what the facts. Jane Manning, director of the Women's Equal Justice Project and former sex crimes prosecutor, told the Post, I hope the NYPD detectives will still do a full and thorough investigation to establish what the evidence shows.
You specialize in sex crime prosecuting. Aren't you just a prosecutor? Don't you
would
prosecute
think.
everything that comes across if you're a prosecutor?
Yeah, but if your specialty's sex crime victims, I suppose you could know that side of the law more.
All right.
It's kind of your specialty.
I guess.
She wants them to do a full and thorough investigation to establish what the evidence. Why?
You can't do anything about it?
Yeah,
Relax.
why? Save the resources.
Sit down, Jane.
Yeah, have a
Take
seat,
a
Jane.
break.
Yeah, Jane, sit all the way fucking down. Okay.
Yeah.
What are we going to spend $500,000 and 10 cop?
To find out that he
resource-
did all the rapings that we still can't do anything
Yeah,
about?
he's still gonna. You're gonna be stuck holding the whole bag of dicks regardless.
Yep.
So what are we doing?
Get
You
a
know?
nice diplomatic immunity tattoo on your forehead.
Hell yeah. And just tell the woman, sorry, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but he's got diplomatic immunity, so we're not even looking into
Yeah,
this.
you should have got
I'm
raped
sure
by
it happened.
somebody else.
Yeah, you got raped by the wrong guy.
Yeah.
So the victim said she was going to walk another neighbor's dog when the suspect approached her in the lobby and followed her upstairs to her apartment. When she entered her apartment, the suspect pushed his way inside. Inside the apartment, the suspect allegedly raped her twice.
Twice?
Yeah. The victim said she went into full shock and fell asleep, but later called 911 on the advice of a friend. He was arrested 12 hours later, released around 5 a.m. on Monday morning. Okay, here's what I was going to say about this, and I'll get your opinion.
Yeah.
When you're in the midst of a banging, and I'm not talking about a raping, but just sexing,
Just a bagging. Yep.
it's like, oh, yeah, you know what? Once this round's done, give me 10 minutes to reload and we're going again.
Yep.
And then that nut gets busted, and it's like, oh, my God, I wish you get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't want anything to do with anyone. It's like, okay, I'm done. But that's just me.
Yeah.
You're more of a romantic than me.
Yeah.
Like, you'd figure once you got the initial rape in,
Yeah, see,
you
there's-
wouldn't hang out for a second rape.
Well, there's a lot of variables to this, okay? Because, yeah, what's the incentive of the second raping, right? You got in there, you busted your nut, you know,
Yeah.
and then you've got the refractory period, you know, your reboot time.
She fell
Right.
asleep.
Well, the second time after the second one, right?
I think so, but I don't know. Maybe it was during
you
the
know,
first.
maybe he was all maybe I don't know. And
It's
what
weird, right?
Well, what constitutes a rape? And do we know he nutted? Did he have to finish to constitute
Well,
a
they
rape?
said raped twice.
Well,
that
I
means
know.
there was at least one finish line.
Well, maybe for her, maybe for him. I don't know. Maybe,
Wouldn't it just be the same rape if there was no finish?
Well, no, I don't know. That's my
It'd
question.
just be one continuous
Well,
rape.
I mean, if you come over,
with a
and
pause.
even if she says no, listen, rape is rape. If you come over and you put your dick in her and she doesn't want it, that's rape. I mean, you could walk in. You could just walk in and go beep boop, and then go make a sandwich, and then come back and beep boop, and that's
Isn't
two
that just a
rapes.
continuation of the rape, the initial rape?
These are the questions I have. How do you differentiate the two
The
rape
nut.
ins?
The nut is all that
Is that-
matters.
is it?
Yes, if you're going to take from 1 to 2 rape-ins,
Yeah.
can one rape last 15 straight hours?
What if you? So if you, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, of course it can.
So if you rape somebody and don't nut, and then come back 2 weeks later and rape them again, that's still the same rape.
No, that's not the same rape. But if it's in the same afternoon and you beep boop and then go make a sandwich and come back and beep boop, I think that's not 2 rapes. That's a continuation of the first
Again,
one.
I have all these questions. And
Well,
what was she doing in this this period, the refractor period, when it's reboot time? What's going on there?
I don't know.
She doesn't try to escape. She doesn't call for help. Does
No.
she fucking go get a nice warm towel to clean up? What? I don't know
No.
what's going on. Did she go make the sandwich?
I don't know.
Too many questions.
Too many questions. And this
And that could be this. That could be
falling asleep part.
I know. After, like, that's what he should have done.
Victim said she went into shock and fell asleep.
Okay.
Suspect allegedly raped her twice. I think there's got to be one nut, otherwise it's a continual rape.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
You can have
well-
yours, but victim said she went into shock and fell asleep. Between the first and second rapes?
I don't know. Well, then she went into shock and fell asleep, and then friends told her to call the cops after.
Yeah.
See, I think she.
You're not buying her story?
This could be buyer's remorse.
Well, he was just like, I've got immunity regardless, so
Yeah.
what do I care?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I have a lot of questions about this,
Yeah.
and
A lot of 'em.
Yeah. Hey, Jane, before you get all preachy about the rapings, let's
Yeah.
let's find out what happened here.
Yeah. Well, that's what she wants. She wants a full investigation.
This could have been buyer's remorse.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know, but how do I get some diplomatic immunity?
Let's look into that.
Because if there's any way that I can get on the list for diplomatic immunity,
Yep.
I will be a nuisance to the fucking planet.
That's a good idea.
You know what I mean? Like I'd be going around.
Well, yeah, but you can't
Fucking
have it
with
here,
everyone.
though. That's so you'd have to go somewhere.
That's fine. I don't mind going somewhere.
Well, it depends on where you're going.
Yeah, but if 187 countries
Here.
I have to choose it from.
Diplomatic immunity can be waived only by the government of the official's home country. In most cases, this happens only when the official commits or witnesses a serious crime not related to their diplomatic role. This is let's see. But I asked, how do you get diplomatic?
You got to be a diplomat.
Well, I know, but like, can he see? I mean, can you hire? Can you go on?
I don't know that they're hiring
look
diplomats.
for diplomat.
You could probably go to some banana republic somewhere.
Something. That's what I'm
You
saying.
know what I mean? But I don't think they're going to just be tossing it out to people like us.
Well, you
around
never
here.
know. You never know. Hey, listen, everybody's desperate for hiring right now. Diplomat jobs near me.
What do we got?
417 diplomat jobs in
Anything
the United
look like something
States
we
in
could do?
LinkedIn. Oh, we're going to find that out.
Is there anything for like watching TV for extended periods of time?
U.S. diplomat, foreign service officer,
Okay.
president of Harvey Hauser and Associates. I don't know. I'd have to look more into this to get some.
Dude, you're great at research.
Yeah, let's
do
do
a
some
little
research
digging.
in here. Yeah,
See,
we'll find out.
let's find out what diplomat positions we can get and
Let's see
what
what's
kind of power
available.
we get with
Yeah,
that.
I mean, throw a resume at it. You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah. I mean, you've done overseas work.
Yeah, right.
You know, I mean, if
Exactly.
that doesn't put you on the path to
Yeah,
diplomacy,
I've got
I don't know
quite
what
the
does.
resume. I do.
Yeah.
It stacks up.
Hell yeah. All right, we'll go out on this one because I got PT
Yeah.
in a little while.
Go get your fist.
I'm gonna get fisted in my ass by Dr. Mike,
Lucky
and I
you.
can't wait.
Oh, you lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah. Fan attending the Subway Series, New York versus New York.
Mets Yankees.
Yes. He was caught on video with a hot dog hack, and he doesn't even know he's being filmed.
Is this better than my hot dog hack?
Which one is that? The
Olive Garden breadstick.
Is that your hack?
Well, no. I mean, I found it on somebody posted it.
Yeah. No. It's
Is it better than that?
the country is split on this one.
Okay.
half the people think it's disgusting.
All right.
Half the people think it's brilliant. I'll let you be the judge.
Let's see.
So he's sticking a straw through his hot dog. Sucks out the hot dog.
He's making the hot dog straw.
Yep.
For the beer.
Yeah.
Oh my. Now
the internet has lost their mind over this.
Now, yeah. I mean that. Aside from the fact that it looks like he's giving a blowjob.
Right.
I mean, there's clearly that part of it.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch that one more time here.
Yeah.
I mean, is this because you need a little meat flavor to your beer? What's the theory here?
It's interesting you'd say that.
Is there? I mean, has he given comment on the incident?
I don't think so. He obviously doesn't even know he's being filmed, and people are like,
of
what
course
the
not.
fuck?
Right? Exactly.
You've never seen anyone else do it.
No,
but
that's true.
what I immediately thought of was beer brats. Like people
Yeah.
love cooking in beer with their
Yeah.
brats and stuff. So how is that? Is it kind of on par with that?
No.
No. Would you try it?
No, because I'd never drink beer out of a straw in the first place,
Right.
let alone a dick straw.
Yeah,
So no.
Okay, so
Just
we're gonna
all the no's there.
we're gonna have to make Isis do it.
Yeah. I mean, would I try it just to see if it worked?
What if it's
Again, no.
amazing?
I don't know how it could possibly be.
Yeah.
First of all, hot dog water.
Yeah.
So it's already tainted,
Yeah.
right? And then I don't know. And perhaps let's just say maybe I'm gonna take a step further. I'm going to give this guy the credit in that this is not about the beer, but it's about the hot dog.
Okay.
So now you drink your entire beer through the hot dog. Back to your point on the beer brat.
Yeah.
So when you're done now with the beer, then you take said hot dog, lay it back in the bun, throw some mustard on that bitch, and you got yourself a beer dog.
Yeah.
That's just basted in some beer au jus.
Yeah.
So through the inside and out.
I kind of want to make Isis try it. I guess I'd try it. I
mean, I would-
like
yeah, I would-
beer fine. I like hot dogs fine.
Yeah, I would, and then curiosity to see what the hot. But like I said, I'm gonna take a different look at this. That this is more about the hot dog than the beer.
Yeah.
So that you're infusing the hot dog with beer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking with the beer brat.
Transfusing the hot dog water with now beer,
Yeah.
and then getting to eat the beer-soaked hot dog or the beer-soaked
Yep.
hot dog after. Mm-hmm. So maybe he's onto something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is a bit phallic.
It is. It is. Speaking of hot dogs and phallic and stadiums, we'll do. I might as well throw this one. It's a short story.
Okay.
I don't have video of it. There is video out there briefly. It's like one of those 10-second clips. The Oakland Police Department is investigating an alleged sex act in the stands during Sunday's A's-Mariners game after another spectator recorded the couple from across the ballpark, like literally across the stadium. This dude's sitting there, just sitting there, and she's between his legs just fucking blowing him.
That a girl.
Yeah.
That's a fucking keeper.
And here's the kicker.
Wipe that shit.
Their attendance for the Oakland A's this year is around 10,000 per game.
Okay.
So there are giant sections where there's nobody. Like there's nobody within 40 rows of the guy.
Right.
Right? And he's just getting hammered blown in the left field bleachers or whatever. But it's like, really, are we going to put police resources to this? Can't we just give it up?
Just let it go.
And, yeah. I mean, how do you know this isn't a bucket list item for this guy?
Yeah, right? I mean,
Being blown during a game at a stadium?
absolutely.
I mean, are you trying to look it up or something?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Let's have a look.
I think he's being blown. I watched it on my phone. So I mean, is it possible she's bending over and banging him?
Well, still, I mean, I would consider, getting blown still being a sex act
Oh yeah.
in public and all. On the top row of the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, attaboy. Good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get that done, I mean, what a treat it was when those hotels in the Toronto
Oh, yeah.
Blue Jay Stadium, and you'd see some
Yep.
woman just getting pounded in the
Yep.
room with the glass wall overlooking the stadium
Yeah.
game. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think we need police investigating someone getting a blowjob. There's no one within. Look at that.
Exactly, right.
They're 50 rows
Zoom
from
in,
anybody.
You still can't see. The
Exactly.
closest people to him don't know.
The parties have not been identified. No one has been cited or arrested at this time.
And even for the record, there's nothing wrong with this. If you can't see a dick, then there's nothing wrong, right?
Well, so if she's got a skirt on and crotchless panties, and she just sits on his lap and he pulls his dong out and nobody can see it, but everyone knows what's going on. Does it still count as lewd?
I'm probably lewd, I guess.
Yeah. You ever done that in public? Bang someone at a stadium?
No, not in a stadium. Handy, but never like banging or blowy. No.
Yeah.
Handy, yeah, but
I'm trying to think.
not in a stadium. I mean, plenty of other places, but not.
Oh yeah,
a stadium.
yeah. The humor is not lost on A's fans. The next day, they went to that section and they were holding signs saying "Play balls, don't blow it, and keep your head in the game."
Nice, good for them.
All right, I got to get out of here, dude. I'm running late. I was going to do some email, but we'll do them tomorrow.
Fair enough.
I got to get to PT and get my butt fisted.
Good for you.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Much appreciated. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then. Newberg coming in Thursday.
Yep.
Having a little trouble with Vin. He's so fucking busy, so I'm trying to work something out, but we'll see.
Big stuff in you.
Yeah, he sure is. Son of a bitch. Now I love him. All right. We'll be back tomorrow. See you then.